morning.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
What's
I'm
your
Laura.
name? Oh, nice to meet you, Laura.
Can I sit?
Yeah, of course. Make yourself comfortable. There's some water there if you need any.
Thank
and
you.
How was the, transportation over?
It was okay. I mean, Google Maps, my phone.
Smart.
Well. Yeah.
Isn't it nice to have technology on our side?
Yeah, it is.
That's great. So I just want to go over a couple things with you.
Sure.
I just want to assure you that everything you tell me here or everything we discuss is perfectly confidential. There's a few exceptions to that. If you provide information that you're going to harm yourself or others might be harmed or any, evidence of child abuse for children under 16, I'll have to report that. Also, if I get a court subpoena, I also might have to provide that information to the court. But barring all of that, we should be good to keep this just between us.
Okay.
So what brings you here today?
Actually, my guidance counselor suggested I come and talk to you.
Okay, your school guidance counselor?
Yeah.
Okay. So how old are you? Are you in high school?
I'm in high school, so I'm 16.
Okay, great. Would you like to tell me a bit more about what's been going on?
So I found out that I am pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell me a bit more about how you're feeling?
I'm feeling a little mixed. I mean, I know I'm young and I'm kind of mad that I'm just feeling like a statistic. I'm not quite sure what I'm feeling right now.
So it sounds like you're overwhelmed with a variety of different feelings.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of feelings.
What do you mean when you say you feel like a statistic?
Well, MTV, 16 and pregnant, popular culture, just kind of, you get taught all through school that you shouldn't be a young mom, or you shouldn't get pregnant, and you should use protection, and you should do everything you're supposed to, so you don't make bad decisions to get pregnant. And so I just feel like I just conform to everyone's worst image of what a 16-year-old could be.
Okay. So it sounds like you're grappling with what people expect of individuals your age and just the negative perceptions of young girls who do become pregnant.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kinds of things are you feeling right now about the situation in regards to having the baby or...
I'm kind of mixed right now. I'm not quite sure. I think that's probably what my guidance counselor got me to talk to you.
Okay.
Because I'm really torn right now.
Do you have any supports in your life that you've talked to about this, or?
Not really. I mean, I told my guidance counselor because I trusted her. Not really otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're mostly considering your options alone right now. Is there a boy in the picture, or?
Yeah. Well, the baby's dad is around. He is great. I love him. And he's wants to support me in whatever I decide. So I really appreciate that. I guess he is a support in that way. never really thought of that before, but sounds like he is. So yeah, he's been really supportive, but his parents would probably not be okay with it.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I think his dad would probably just be really mad at him because his dad had him when he was really young too.
Okay.
And his dad's in jail right now too. So it doesn't. I just think he'd be, again, it's kind of that like stereotypical knocked up girlfriend of your son that, it's just, so.
Yeah, it sounds like you two might have a little bit of difficulty in trusting them with that information for now.
Yeah.
And it's good to recognize who you might be able to trust and confide in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, what is your family situation like?
Well, my parents are divorced, but they're both still around. But I definitely don't feel like I want to tell them, at least not right now. Like, I can't hide it forever, I know, but
Is there a particular reason you don't want to tell them?
I just really don't want them to be disappointed in me, because I know that they would be really sad, I think. And like, they've done a good job. Like, there's no reason why I am this way and why I'm making these poor decisions. And I know that they would just feel like, they've like raised a rebellious teenage daughter, so I just don't know, and I don't really know either, like, how they would react to me, how they would react to the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm just trying to figure out what I want before I get their opinion, just in case it sways me,
Of course, yeah. It sounds like you've thought pretty hard about this, and it sounds like you also might be being pretty hard on yourself. Based on what you might expect that your parents' reaction would be.
Yeah.
But I do want to commend you for thinking about this maturely and seeking out help. It can be a big decision and a tough decision, but it doesn't have to be a negative outcome. And I just want to reassure you that I'm here and to talk to you about all the options and what you might want to put out on the table, what you might be feeling.
Yeah. Do you have kids?
I don't have children, but I do have experience working with other individuals in a similar situation to you. Is there a particular reason you'd like to know that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to get different opinions and different ideas about what might be best.
Okay.
It's a hard decision to make.
There's certainly a lot of things to consider, but for sure it's good to consider all your options and decide what might be best for you. Let's go back to your boyfriend and your relationship. What kinds of things have you two talked about in terms of what's been going on with you becoming pregnant? And
I mean, he says he's neutral, but I don't know if he really wants to be a dad at this stage in his life. And it's hard because I don't want to put it on him, to expect him that he is willing for that. I mean, I guess if you're, old enough to have sex, then you should be old enough to raise a child, but I don't know if he is fully engaged with the idea. Yeah, don't really know. But we talk about these things a little bit. Haven't really talked about to him recently. Like, he kind of lives a little far away, so we don't get to see each other that often. But yeah, I just don't know what it would. I was trying to go through the scenarios in my mind, the different tracks that it could take. But
what kinds of things are you thinking?
Well, thinking about school and how I would finish school if I had a baby, because that's really hard. I mean, no one else in my school got pregnant, so I don't even know how much it's gonna hurt to give birth to a baby. How, I feel like I don't even know that much about.
It seems like you might be a little overwhelmed and exhausted by the prospect of getting all this information, and I wonder if there's anyone else in your life you might be able to confide in, just because it's such a large decision to make on your own.
I don't know. I guess I can talk to my boyfriend about it, and maybe the guidance counselor, and get her opinion.
Have you and your boyfriend ever attended a counseling session together to discuss it with your guidance counselor?
Do you do that kind of thing?
I can definitely look into that kind of thing. Hopefully open up some conversation between the two of you.
Yeah.
Just more open and honest.
Good.
Whatever you're feeling right now is perfectly okay and normal for you. It is a big decision, but there are many solutions no matter what track you choose. Of course, you've noted that it sounds like you're considering having the baby, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I want to have the baby.
Okay. Is there a way we could work on preparing for the discussion with your parents?
I don't know. I wonder if I don't even want to think about them knowing. It doesn't even.
You're very concerned about how they might react, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the worst case scenario might be, knowing your parents and who they are?
I think the worst case would be them, forcing me to do something I didn't want to do.
Okay.
Or not supporting me in whatever decision I want to make.
Okay.
I think that would probably be the hardest.
So just to kind of summarize and go back, it sounds like you would be a little more willing to speak with your parents once you've really considered what you might want as your decision.
That's
Is it so that you can show them that you've contemplated this and can lay out the reasons for your decision, or?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
So, maybe that's something I should try and do is like write down why, or I don't even know how it even begin. Like, how do you begin telling someone something like this? I don't know.
It can definitely be quite a challenge because you're anticipating a pretty negative response from them, it sounds like.
Yeah.
This is something that you don't have to do alone. If you and your boyfriend would consider it, there's a possibility you could tell them together. Or once we get down the line and consider what your options are a bit more, we can find some supportive staff to attend with you, or set something up with the school to have the guidance counselor there. I think it's important to have a neutral party there for sure, because there obviously are a number of sides to consider, but I think it's important to highlight what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Is there anything else that's been going on that's on your mind with regards to this, or anything in general?
It's a pretty big, it's probably just the biggest on my mind right now because I feel the burden of it every day. So, yeah, I see that's kind of the biggest thing.
Okay. Just was wondering, have you been looking into ways to keep healthy during a pregnancy, or have you consulted with a doctor? Perhaps get their perspective?
I haven't done that. I was too scared that my doctor would tell my parents.
Okay.
And I just didn't want to let that get out of control. I've watched the TV shows. I know it's not as, but I've been trying to eat more.
Okay.
But that's really it.
So I just want to clarify, are you and your boyfriend the same age?
Well, he's a little bit older.
Okay.
He's not in school right now, so he's working.
Okay. How much older is he, if you don't mind saying?
Is this something you're going to tell my parents? Is this something that...
I mean,
sort of for you there.
Depending on the information you provide, I may have to, just if it's a concern to me, but...
I probably won't tell you that.
Okay. So he's an older boyfriend. Do your parents know about him?
They've met him, but I don't know if they knew we were actually boyfriend and girlfriend or going out at that time.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Which is why this is going to be a surprise for them.
Okay. So it sounds like on top of bringing their attention to the pregnancy, you might also have to disclose.
Dropping 2 bombs on them that day.
Okay.
Sure. I think that has to be true.
I'll check. Yeah.
Do I just press stop?
Yeah.